Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Apple report for Monday, December 12th, 2022. Before I jump into all the charts, please click like if you would. Helps us out a great deal in being found on YouTube when others, search for Apple analysis. Also, subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. It'll provide you notification each and every time new content has been uploaded. That includes the daily Apple and daily Tesla report. And if you would, please share the content with friends and colleagues. So we'll start here. Just a reminder that this descending two-thirds speed line is still valid. It is based on the August high against the early October low, and those are the two extreme points over the last 3 or 4 months. You construct the descending two-thirds speed line based on that. It is trend defining. It is our ceiling. Into possibly through January, and below which by the end of January we can continue south into the mid 120s. There's no sell signal at play. It's just that we're holding below a meaningful longer term, mid to longer term price ceiling, and below which the selling pressures can continue to build. On the way down, we've got 138.49 that I'll show in a moment as our support level. Actually, I can do that right now, and that is nothing more than a simple channel bottom at 138.49 today. I've got minor points that are carefully chosen: 140.94, 43.37, and 45.19. 43.37 remains our pivot point, soft pivot point for the day. If we push or open today above 143.37, that 147.90 speed line is in reach, where once again we can top out into January trade. Downside holding below 143.37 will keep 138.49 in reach. If we break 40.94, I think it's likely we'll test 38.49 intraday, where we can bottom out into later week, and from there turn back up into the upper 140s again, which is once again this longer term descending a two-thirds speed line. So after testing 138.49, we can over the following 3 to 5 days rally up to 147.90, where once again we can top out into January trade. It would be a settlement below the 138.49 channel bottom, I think, that will set this market on a more decisive bearish path as we move through the balance of December and into January. This 123.65 formation in reach, possibly inside of 2 to 3 weeks of closing below 138.49. So closing below 138.49, if you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, position trader, my recommendation would be to play the short side and to not be long, because I think continued price erosion into the 120s is likely. In fact, as I said earlier, holding below 147.90 will keep 123.65 in reach by the end of January. And if we close today below that 138.49 channel bottom, possibly within 2 to 3 weeks, 123.65 is long-term support for Apple, probably better shown on the weekly chart at 123.52. This is a narrowing zone of long-term support down to 119.34, which is a rising two-thirds speed line projected off the March 2020 COVID low. The 119.34 to 123.52 region able to absorb selling through the first quarter, possibly into later 23. And that pretty much covers the downside.
Just so you know, a wickedstocks.com membership delivers regular daily video analysis in the SPY and Triple Q, weekly video analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and a U.S. Treasury ETF, and 2 individual stock pick videos every week. Check out our other content by clicking the link below.
Let's talk upside today. I'll go back to the 143.37 level, that if we push or open above it, we may see 147.90 intraday, where we can top out for the day, for the week, for the month, and below which 123.65 in reach by the end of January. Now, if we happen to close above 147.90, I've got a 3 to 5 day target up above at 157.52, which is a horizontal channel structure. I think 3 to 5 days is likely here. I think there'd be a meaningful buy signal above 147.90, should set off follow through buying to 157.52 by Friday's close if we settle today above 147.90. This 157.52 formation can itself contain buying into January. And as I've been framing this, bearish below 147.90 into January, bullish above 157.52 into January. If we were to close above 157.52 over the next week, 2, or 3, the low 180s become our next 1 to 2 month target. 3 to 5 weeks, couple of months, and this is an area in the low 180s that can give the market trouble on a quarterly basis. I might as well mention also that if we close above 147.90, I'll be tracking these minor points pretty closely. 152.54 is pretty solid. It can contain at least intraday, possibly daily buying pressures. If we happen to push through 147.90, 152.54 is attainable perhaps on an intraday basis. But as I say, closing above 147.90, the 3 to 5 day target could spill into next week, 157.52, where once again we find a resistance area that may well contain buying on a monthly basis, and really not unless we close above 157.52 am I confident predicting 180.56 as a longer term objective. I don't think there's really anything else that needs to be said for Monday's Daily Apple Report. Please click like and subscribe if you will. We'll be back tomorrow with Tuesday's Apple Report, and you have a great day.